Hello everyone, hope you're all well. This week I will be going over the verb come, and I have done a video on the Instagram channel, so do check that out. And this week in the stories I'm going to be going over the phrases and phrasal verbs. So what does come mean? Well, it means to travel or go to a place that is near or familiar to the speaker. So I could say, I'll come to your place at 6 p.m. So some phrases: if you have seen something and you want someone else to see it too, you can say to them, come and see it for yourself. If you want to describe someone as being the best at something, they are the pinnacle of a particular adjective. Say they're tough, you could say, that person is as tough as they come. You can use the phrase come again. It's an informal phrase that you use when you want someone to repeat what they've just said. So you've missed it. Could you... no, don't say could you, just say come again. Come and go. And this means to move around freely. And you could use it for the kings and queens. Kings and queens come and go, but the crown stays forever. Come from behind. It means a few things, but if we're being formal about it, it means to win after lagging. So if you've been losing, maybe in football 1-0 and you win 2-1, then you've come from behind. Come off it. That's said when vigorously expressing disbelief. Come off it. He'll know that's a lie. Hello. Today I'm going to be continuing with the phrases for come. So this first one is come right. Come right. If something comes right, it means it's happened, it's successful, so I knew it would come right. Come the plus adjective you use when somebody is behaving in a certain way and you don't believe them. So if somebody's acting all innocent, you can say, don't come the innocent with me. If something comes to nothing, it means that it has no significant result in the end. So an election campaign could come to nothing if they don't win. Come to pass, and that means when something occurs or happens. So it came to pass that she had 2 sons. Come to that is used as an additional point to make at the end. So the clock isn't on the mantelpiece. Come to that, there isn't a mantelpiece. What's a mantelpiece? I hear you all ask. Well, it's a structure of wood or stone or marble that surrounds a fireplace, the ideal place to put a clock. Come to think of it is said when you think of a point whilst speaking. So I was surprised by what you said. Come to think of it, it was rather rude. Come what may is used when something's going to happen and it doesn't matter what else happens, the thing you think is going to happen is going to happen. So they're going to make the change, come what may. Hello there. So continuing with the phrases and some phrasal verbs today for come, and this one is quite popular. How come? And that's when something happens and you want to know why. So he married her. How come? To come, and this follows a noun and it's referring to the future. So people may look back at this time in years to come and think, what were those voters thinking? When it comes to is used when referring to a specific matter. So it pays to be conscious of the food that you eat when it comes to your health. Where someone is coming from. And this is used when you are explaining something to someone and they do not understand what you mean. So you can say, you just don't know where I'm coming from. Some phrasal verbs for you. Come about. This means take place or happen. Yet belief comes about through direct experience. Come across. This means when you meet or find something by chance. So I was looking in these boxes and I came across these old photos. Come across also means when a woman gives it out. That's another phrasal verb. To give out means to have sex. So I had a date with Holly, but she wasn't ready to come across yet. Come along means to arrive. So you could say a chance like this doesn't come along every day. Come away, and that specifies when you have a feeling. After something happens to you, you may have watched a film, perhaps a horror, and you've come away from it feeling sickened, perhaps. Come back. This can be used in sport when you have come from behind. You've come back to win or draw, or maybe in a verbal fight and somebody insults you and you come back at them with another insult. Hello, some more phrasal verbs for the word come. So come between. This could be in a relationship, someone else comes between you, or it could be your own. My own pride came between us. Come by is when you meet someone casually. So, any plans tomorrow after work? No? Well, come by my place. You also use come by when talking about obtaining something. So, finding a perfect partner is hard to come by. Come down can be used physically for a building that's been demolished, and that's come down. Or it could be off drugs when you've been on a high and you have the downward come down when you don't feel so good. If you come down on someone, you see using the preposition there, it means that you're being like angry at them. You're coming down on them. Maybe you've misbehaved at work and your boss is coming down on you. Come down to is used in a specific case when you are relying on a specific factor. So in the court case, it came down to his word against hers. Come down with. If you come down with something, it's used when you're ill. So you might come down with the flu. Come forward is when you volunteer yourself to help or to give evidence, perhaps, in a case. Last year, there was the Harvey Weinstein case where many women came forward to say what he did to them. Come from, and this is where something or someone originates from. So, a wine. Where does this wine come from? Where do you come from? I come from London. Come into, and this is when you perhaps have received a lot of money in an inheritance, perhaps. So Mary, she came into £2 million. Come of, and this is used when you're thinking about the result of something. So if your friend has just got with some girl or guy you don't like, you can say, no good will come of it. Come off is when something succeeds or doesn't succeed. So if you approach a girl or a guy, you want to chat to them, you want to get their number, sometimes it doesn't come off, but sometimes it does. Come on when something starts to happen. So I feel like I've got a cold coming on. Or you can encourage someone to hurry up. Come on, let's go. Come on to. If you come on to someone, it means you're making advances on them, sexual advances. So he is such a flirt. He comes on to everyone. Come out means when you reveal something, a fact. It's often used when you are coming out about your sexuality. But there's lots more. I'm going to put the website down below. Go and check it out, okay? Come over means when you begin to be affected by something, a feeling. So if you're feeling faint, you can say, I've come over, lightheaded. Come round could be physically recovering consciousness. Maybe you did faint and you've come round. Or seeing somebody's point of view. You've come round to their opinion. Or it could be a date. Christmas has come round yet again. Come to is similar to come round when you've woken up. That person's just come to, or when you're adding up something, so say a bill in a restaurant, your side has come to however many pounds. Come up, occur or present itself, usually unexpectedly. So maybe you have a date and they cancel and they say, got to cancel, something has come up. Come up against is when you're faced or opposed by something. So I've come up against this issue many times before. I've done loads phrasal verbs and phrases with the word come, but there are more at the website below. Check it out, and you can check out many, well, all of the words on there. So do